first product that I want to mention is actually I'm wearing them right now so I can just show them. It's my new slippers. I purchased these when we moved in here and that was the end of February. I really like these because of one reason. You can switch out the insoles, which this is like the first thing that goes when it comes to having house slippers. Not only can you switch those out, like they give you a second pair. This is still my first pair. You can also flip them around and wear them on the other side if you like a more hard side. I like a more soft side, so I put them on that. They slip back in. And another thing that I really like about these is the fact that there's no logos on them, which is great. Also, they are machine washable. I usually wash them at like the end of the month. Haven't washed them since, but they're going strong. They do have like kind of not really like hard sole, but enough to like, you know, walk around outside, throw the trash out, walk around the house. I never walk around the house barefoot. It's just not my thing. Even though my floors are most of the time clean, I just don't like being barefoot. So I always have a pair of slippers on, and I finally found slippers that aren't gonna wear down within like 4 or 5 months, because when they start wearing down, I can just take this out and put in a new, putting a new insole. Like I said, it does come with the new, the backup insoles. I actually have them stored in my closet. When these do wear out, I can just pop it right back in. But I really like these. They have different colors. I went with gray because I feel like gray is the most forgivable besides black when it comes to stains. And they wash really well. I put them in like my mesh bags on Delicate with an extra rinse, and then I hang dry them, and they dry so fast. I think within like 3 hours they're already dried. So when these are washing, I do wear socks around the house. So again, I don't like being barefoot. Next thing that I have been loving and looking for ever since we moved in, we moved in the end of February of this year, and I purchased this hidden shoe cabinet around June, end of June, and I'm so happy I did. So it costs around, I want to say $270 altogether. When you buy them, it only comes with one. So I had to buy two to make it a little bit more fuller and to fit not just our shoes, but when our family members come over, we can, you know, use the bottom drawers and hide their shoes as well. The right side is for me, the left side is my partner's. It also comes with like little drawers. So again, the right drawer is mine. It's like drop-off drawers. I was going to do like a nice bowl, like a key drop-off little bowl that most people have in their house, but I have a cat that is very, very into knocking things off the countertops, and it's become a problem. So we just put our keys and stuff in the drawers. I am gonna get some inserts for these drawers so our stuff isn't like swimming around. There are some things that we did DIY a little bit to make it fit our space. So the first thing we did, it came with legs, like really tall legs. We did not put the legs on because we have very low ceilings, and if we were to put the legs down, it would have just like been too big for our wall and we wouldn't be able to use our projector properly. We ended up using like these little screws that it came with that were supposed to be like, I don't know how to describe it, but I'll just show like a little B-roll here of it. It's basically like something that went on the bottom of the legs. So we decided to make those the legs, and my partner came up with that amazing idea. And another thing that we had to do was we did have to drill it to our wall. Luckily, it's our home, so we can drill as much as we want in the walls and do whatever we want, which feels so crazy because I've lived in apartments my entire life. And this is the first time ever that we're able to, I don't know, do what we want. So it did feel weird. Those are the only holes that we've drilled since being here. But yeah, so we did drill it to the wall to add a little bit of extra security to it. Even though it is from Amazon, so it's not real wood. I was looking at real wood hidden shoe cabinets. The issue that I was running into was the fact that they were too bulky, and I needed something very, very slim, and every real wood piece that I was coming across was either one, far too expensive, like $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000, way out of our budget, and number two, it was just too bulky. So I went with the cheaper route and we are very gentle with it. Next thing is our cup set, glass cup set. I ended up purchasing this off of Amazon. A lot of these things are from Amazon because we are on a tight budget. It's like we do have a mortgage. Saving money any little way we can, we will do. The cups that we got, they are a little bit aesthetically pleasing. First time in my life that I have purchased a set of cups. 34 years waited to purchase, you know, a decent matching set. I really like it. It has weight to them. Again, they are aesthetically pleasing, but what really sold me on these cups was not just the price tag, because they were pretty cheap. I think they were around $36 for 8, which is cheap these days. But they are great quality. We've had these for a couple months now. They're the type of cups where like they have weight to them. You can put them in the dishwasher, the sink. I've dropped them in the sink and they haven't broke yet. So pretty lucky with that. I wanted to mention them because I've never had matching cups and I finally do and I love them. We also purchased like a whole matching dish set. We've gotten quite a few things for the kitchen. I'll do a kitchen tour soon, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to mention these cups because I did go to like Pottery Barn. I went to Crate and Barrel. I went to quite a few places to look for like good quality cups and they wanted like $20 to $30 for one cup. And I just left there thinking like, no, there's no way in hell I'm paying that much money for a freaking cup. So I did my research, came across these, no regrets. And I know the mason jars were working well, but I just wanted matching sets for once in my life. I wanted things to match, especially when people come over. We weren't having enough glasses at all. And we would always have to tell family members to bring like paper cups or something. Especially like this past summer, we've had quite a few cookouts in the yard because we do have a grill and stuff now. And we would constantly tell people like, can you bring some dishes over? Because we didn't have enough. And now we have enough. Thank goodness. When it comes to my car, I have purchased quite a few things for my car. Now I spend most of my time in my car on break. My breaks are around sometimes 10 o'clock in the morning and no later than 10:30. So I'll either clock out at 10 or 10:30. I only get a half-hour break. So when it came to this summer, sitting in my car, what I have noticed was the sun was just blaring on me and I had the AC cranking. It was a lot. So one of my favorite items that I want to talk about is my car visor. Now I do want to say this, when it comes to looking for a car visor for your car, don't go with like these dinky ones that they sell, like the ones that are flimsy. I got a heavy duty one. It was like 40 bucks. It fits my car, so it's tailored to my make and model. Those are some tips I want to give you guys. It doesn't matter what brand it is, as long as it's tailored for your make and model and that it's heavy duty. It's not flimsy, it fits perfectly. I used to have one pretty similar to this for when I had my Volkswagen. If you guys first watched my channel like 8 years ago, I had a Volkswagen Passat. I loved that car visor and I could never find one that fit this car. Until now. Well, until like a couple months ago. All you really have to do to search for it is heavy duty car visor for, say, Toyota Camry, Honda Pilot. Like just look up like for your make and model. And that's what worked for me. And for the whole summer, like I wasn't hot in my car anymore. I didn't have to have the AC like blasting like I was. I also get some privacy because the way my car is parked, it's not like a big parking lot. It's like your car is parked this way and everyone can just like walk by and see you. So it gives me some type of privacy. It just folds back up. It came with a little bag that you put the visor back inside, tie it, and then put it away in your trunk. As you guys can see behind me, I did purchase some lamps, some clay lamps. These were around $52 per lamp on Amazon again. I went everywhere, every store that I can think of. I went to the mall. I went everywhere looking for these particular lamps that weren't an arm and a leg. I found something similar that were $600 per lamp. I ended up taking a picture of that lamp and then I asked ChatGPT, can you find me a similar lamp, good quality, cheaper price? It found these. So I did take a chance. It had great reviews. That's why I really like shopping on Amazon sometimes. I know it sounds bad saying that, but they have real reviews. I mean, not the reviews that say like free product in green. Don't go by those because they got the product for free. But the reviews where it's like a verified purchase, those are like real people. Instead of like an influencer online getting sponsored and getting paid to say that this is a great product. I don't really like to go by those videos anymore because I feel like everyone is the same these days when it comes to like, I love this product, this is why. And I've done sponsored videos in the past and I know the script that you're supposed to follow. So for me, I just go with what real reviews say online. And sometimes it's really hard to find real reviews these days where people aren't getting paid to say things. So anyways, and I'm going down a rabbit hole. I really like these lamps. They have a little bit of weight to them. They are so cozy at night. The reason why I got lamps is because our bedrooms, we have 2 bedrooms, they do not have electricity. Well, I shouldn't say that. They have electricity, but we do not have ceiling lights, unfortunately. I feel like I am cursed with that. Every place I go to, whether it's a home, an apartment, no ceiling lights. My first apartment had no ceiling lights. I had to get floor lamps. Most of my apartments had no ceiling lights, even as a kid. Same with this place. We do have a light switch, but it doesn't do anything. So we have to hire an electrician to come here and try to put some recessed lighting in here and in the other bedroom, but that's just gonna cost a lot of money right now. And we figured, why not just have some lamps to hold us over? We have a floor lamp too in the spare room. There's really nothing in there but like my clothing rack and my cat's litter box. We don't really know what to do with that spare room yet, so we're just leaving it blank. But we do have a lamp in there to give us some light. Back to these lamps. I like the look of them. I find them super modern. I find them very inexpensive and just everything that I wanted. I like the lampshade color. I like the clay texture of it. It's kind of the vibe I've been going for lately, is like I don't know if you want to call it modern farmhouse or just modern minimal look. For many, many years, I've been wanting a real wood headboard and frame, and I finally purchased it. Like, this was actually the first furniture piece that we purchased when we moved in. We had our mattress on the floor for about 3 weeks. I waited until I got my first paycheck from my job in March, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my research once again, and I'm gonna find a company that has affordable headboard and frame, real wood. And I came across this company, I think it's called Plank and Beam, not sponsored. They have no clue who I am. It was really, really hard to like find reviews with them too, because they're a really small company. I think they're like a, I don't know, small business. But anyways, real oak wood for headboard and the frame. It was super easy to put together. I think it took us like an hour, and that's easy for us because the IKEA situation I have here that I've showed, like the dresser, that took us like 8 hours to put together. So this was like an hour, and it was so freaking easy compared to what we were dealing with other furniture pieces. When it comes to this headboard and frame, it, like I said, it's real oak wood. So you would think that it would be thousands and thousands of dollars, and it was not. Altogether, I paid $467 for the headboard and frame. Super, super cheap, great quality. I know I sound like a freaking ad, but they have other pieces too. They have like tables and nightstands. We didn't quite go with them with our nightstands or table. I'll talk about that other furniture in another video. If you guys want me to, like other furniture pieces we purchase. But my favorite is the headboard and frame, because it's something that I've been wanting forever. The old one we've had was so stained, so ripped from my cat. It was just done. It was completely done. When we took the bed off when we were moving, we realized like how bad and nasty that headboard and frame was, especially the headboard. If you guys ever think about getting like a nice light color headboard, like cloth, don't do it. I know it looks aesthetically pleasing, but it stains so fast. Cats love it. They use it as like a claw, like a, I don't know, scratching post. So that's something that I will never ever purchase again, is a cloth headboard. And the last thing that I want to mention is our new water filters. I did purchase 2 because we drink a lot of water in this house, and also when we have family members over, we want to make sure we have enough water. These are the Brita pitchers. Now, I used to have the Brita sink filter, which I did give that away to a family member. Our sink now is not meant for that. We have a very like modern, like a new setup where you can't put a filter on it like that. So I did my research and I found these Brita ones, and we're actually saving money with these pitchers than the sink ones. You don't have to swap out the filter constantly like I was with the other ones where it's like every season. I got the Elite pitcher filters for this, and those are supposed to last 6 months. And so far, it has been.